But your boy Keyshawn Johnson came out and said Shedeur is the #1 player in the country, period. Where would you put him in pecking order, seriously, as far as a quarterback getting drafted? Because let's just talk about pure translation, how he translates to the NFL. You and I speak the same language when it comes to that. We can talk about all these godly numbers we can do in RPO and double option, triple option. RG3 in college was amazing. He got to the NFL and was a nobody. Vince Young, Drew, we can go down the league. Ryan Leaf. We can name all these different people that were dominant in college because of a system-friendly, a derivative, or because of it's college. You're the best athlete in the country. We're putting you in space against a guy that just can't tackle you. Like let's be honest, Lamar at Louisville was unbelievable because they couldn't tackle him. He made the wrong read, Shaun. He pulled it against two off an edge and shook one, hurdled the other one. He should have gave the ball. But that's what it is in college. But how does it translate to the NFL? Because that's at the end of the day what we're going to be talking about in 10, 12, 15 years. Does he have a Super Bowl ring? Was he one of the elites of all time? Where we're talking Mahomes now and Brady and all these guys. Where is Shedeur Sanders, just Shedeur right now, as far as translating to the NFL? I don't have him. I don't think he translates at all. That's just me. But I think he's stiff, Shaun. I don't think he's elite at any given asset. I don't think he has an elite arm. I don't think he's elite with his feet. He's not a freak of nature athletically. He is a Geno Smith, elongated motion, middle of the pack arm. Geno's elite arm, though. I don't even compare him to Geno, but I think body stature and frame and how he kind of operates on the field is Geno Smith-esque. Where are you at with Shedeur as far as translating to the league?
Well, let me answer a couple of different questions. Me and Keyshawn don't have beef. We're just two alpha males that stay 10 toes down if we feel a certain way about something. Like if me and Key bumped into each other in the mall, it'll be like, "What's up, big dog?"
I remember you guys had you had a little spat on Twitter one day.
Yeah. But we are alpha males. Like if he say something I dislike, or I say something he dislike, we'll hear about it. Secondly, Keyshawn has admitted that he's a Coach Prime fanboy. If you watch, what is it? First Things First. Is that the name of the show?
I think
whatever it is, he's on there with Skip. He has admitted multiple times that when it comes to Coach Prime and Colorado and everything attached to that, he looks at it through a different prism because of his relationship with Coach Prime. And hey, shout out to him for admitting that this isn't like objective opinion here. This my boy. I'm gonna defend him, until the end. Okay, cool. To your point, I don't think any of these guys on this list are necessarily transcendent talents. I think there are a couple quarterbacks that have high ceilings because they combine, and we're talking Shedeur. I think he's extremely accurate throwing the football. I think he has a high football IQ. I think he has an above average arm. I don't think he has an all-time great arm, but I think it's above average. I don't think there are any throws that he can't make, but I also don't think he's Aaron Rodgers or anything like that. But that's fine because you don't have to be. The comp for this group would be Kenny Pickett was the only quarterback taken in the first round, what was it, 2 years ago? So where would you put Kenny Pickett on this list? To me, that's what this list is. I don't necessarily see a lot of guys who are already Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels level players as collegiates. Again, that can change this year, JB, but for Keyshawn to say he's the best player in the country, we'll see. I don't see that when I see him, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he's a top 10 pick, a first-round pick. I think he's better than Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett went, 17th, I think, to the Steelers 2 years ago. So if you use that as your baseline, then, okay, he's a top half of the first-round selection if he has a good year. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Give me your opinion comparing to Kenny Pickett. I think he's better than Kenny Pickett.
Shedeur?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Kenny Pickett was horrific.
Right.
I thought Stidham was bad.
What's hard for me and you is we never have kind of going to the side that the NFL takes, which is if I need a quarterback, even if there aren't any first-round caliber quarterbacks, I'm still going to take one because I'm afraid not to. Like me and you would pass on a quarterback if there wasn't a guy good enough to be taken where we're drafting. And will Shedeur be the number one pick? We'll see. I think he has to get better. at getting rid of the ball in rhythm, on time. I think he has to accept the fact that throwing the ball away is not necessarily a bad thing. I do think he has functional mobility, but I don't think he's a plus athlete, meaning he's not going to win the game running the ball, but I do think he's functionally mobile, meaning he can move around in the pocket. He can make a guy miss. He can extend the play. So he's got a lot of good qualities. The one thing about him that I would, rein in a little bit, if I knew him, like if I, like me and Dion, same agent, let's say I had known Shedeur since he was small, I would pick up the phone and I would say, cut out the shenanigans. Like, what Hall of Fame quarterback, what national champion quarterback, what Super Bowl quarterback, wears a diamond watch before or after a game and puts it in the air, and that's the one thing about him that I wish he would rein in a little bit, because he's good enough where he doesn't have to do that. And he's become a celebrity and a big brand already. So, Shaun, just play football.
You know that as well as anyone. If you don't got no self-discipline and self-motivation and self-work ethic and self this, ain't nobody else out there going to motivate you. No one else is out there going to tell you anything. Because I've seen Tom Brady tell him on FaceTime, stop with the social media and buying the cars. Go focus on football. And he still hasn't done it. So if he ain't listening to Tom Brady, he ain't listening to nobody.
Like, you know what? And I would give him like a little different message, because sometimes that's what makes guys elite, is that part of them that kind of people wish they didn't have. Like, what made Allen Iverson elite was the fact that he was a wild boy. That's what made him fearless on the court. My thing to Shedeur would be, stop promoting it. Like, okay, God has blessed you. Listen, very few guys of Dion's caliber have sons that are as talented as Shedeur and Shiloh. It just generally don't happen like that. Look at Michael Jordan. His boys, good college players, never really NBA. Look at and we're going to get into this, look at the criticism Bronny's getting. From almost 99% of the dads in America, having a kid, the talent level of Bronny James would be like exceptional. But because his dad is one of the top 5, basketball players of all time, he gets criticized at a different level. So my thing would be, some people take it as like Shedeur's rubbing in their face his affluence.
Yeah.
Like, so I would just be like, if you want to buy the car, it's fine. You don't got to promote it. You don't got to celebrate it. At the end of the day, just go win football games. Then you're going to get everything that you desire.
Nah, no doubt.
Last thing I'll say, tell me what you think about this. I don't want to get long-winded. It's the gift and the curse of how they've grown the brand.
Yeah,
when you grow the brand using social media, it also forces you to always have to keep coming up with content.
But he also, though, I'm tripping on Stilly the Boss and these cats in the chat who said, JB, Cap, he said nothing to little bro about social media. Are you guys that dumb and ignorant?
Talking about Brady?
Yeah. What do you think he means? So if he shows you a car, where is he showing it to you at, Stilly the Boss? Is he fucking texting you, homie? He's showing it on social media, you fucking idiot.